Trash or treasure? That is the question for the Nordstrom anniversary sale. In today's video, I'm sharing the exact picks that you will treasure and the ones that will eventually become trash. Hello lovelies, welcome back. And if you're new, I'm Zeba. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you love modern style with timeless taste. If you missed my first video on the edit of things that I absolutely love in almost every category that I would recommend, as well as my wish list, make sure to head there after this. So let's get right to it. A few housekeeping items. If you see anything that you love, everything is in the description below in a pinned comment here on YouTube Shopping, and also on a QR code in case you're watching this on your TV. I'll start with one of the items that initially caught my eye until I did a little further digging. This is a Luxe shawl rib sweater by Rise that has a ton of gold buttons. It drapes over in a very aesthetic way. The reason that I'm putting this in the trash bin is because you think to yourself, this looks so chic, I can totally pull it off, and it's not made that badly. It does have some polyester in it. I can tell you from experience that when you have a complicated piece like this, especially in a top, you're just not going to reach for it day in and day out because there's always going to be a reason why you don't wear it. You might wear it for this one statement thing, but then you'll find yourself kind of hindered by that flap in the front and the buttons, and it'll just kind of feel a little bit clunkier. On the other hand, what is worth treasuring is a very similar cardigan than the one that I have on right now by Ralph Lauren. It's 100% cotton. It's in an olive color. Not only a piece that is all natural fibers in a fantastic price, but you can wear it in so many different ways. You can wear it as a cardigan, opened up with a tank top underneath or a t-shirt. You can also button it all the way. The other thing to love is the heritage aesthetic that has been so trendy over the last couple of years. A timeless dressing that screams rich, not just because it looks really elegant, but also because it's comfortable and it goes with everything. If you want a more straightforward sweater, this V-neck is also 100% cotton by Ralph Lauren. It looks and drapes beautifully, and it doesn't have all of that nuance and fuss of that shawl. That looks really pretty, but again, you're not gonna reach for it. Next, we have the Donna Karan faux leather skirt. And upon first glance, it looks chic. Pencil skirts have really had a moment this entire year. However, even when you zoom into the picture, the skirt looks so plasticky and cheap. And the other kind of offense is that in the back, it's got a little bit of a ruching, which normally would kind of be a cute accent, but you don't want that in a leather skirt. You want it to be very simple and minimal so that it goes with everything in your closet. You don't have to worry about that weird ruching like right by your behind. It just looks really strange. In a couple of years, it's gonna start to peel and scratch. It's just not gonna age well. So this belongs in the trash. On the other hand, what is worth your money? I have two recommendations. One, if you want a black skirt like this, All Saints has a leather skirt that looks like $1,000,000. It looks so elegant. It's very well cut with no extra bells and whistles that is going to hinder you from reaching for it. And the other one is one that I shared in my first video, which is the suede brown pencil skirt that also looks extremely elegant. So you can take your pick whether you want the leather or the suede, brown or the black. These are skirts you'll wear forever. Speaking of suede, one thing I would skip is the faux suede leather jacket by Sam Edelman. And I'm not a polyester snob. I think that it has some time and place. I have several polyester pieces by Zara and different high street brands that I have kept for years because they're polyester done right. Like there's something about it that works. They're cut better. They've lasted for a long time. Nothing has happened to them. However, in this case, it's never going to look expensive. And the regular price is $200 for plastic. That doesn't look that interesting. On the other hand, you can get a very similar jacket. This brown coat that's real suede by Avec La Vie. I have the long trench coat of that. I want to spend a little bit more money than the All Saints suede jacket is absolutely beautiful. I tried a version of this last year. It's extremely drapey and buttery. You do not want to miss it. If you don't have a suede jacket and you are looking for an investment, kind of like moto inspired jacket that's going to make everything look really chic, this is a really great piece. Next item that is trash are these Legence coated jeans. Legence is a brand that I actually really like. I feel like coated jeans are really tough. I have a couple of them, always make me look a little bit sausagey. They just kind of digs into me in the wrong places. I feel like I end up looking not that timeless and elegant. I'm also not a fan of that split ankle. I think it comes in and out of style, but in my mind, it always feels just a little bit dated, a little bit like people are looking around wondering, like, is this back in style? I just don't like it for so many reasons. And the other thing too is these are $305 jeans, and for the sale, they're $199. Do you know what amazing timeless pair of jeans you can get for that kind of money? Let me tell you which ones. The ones you should treasure are these by Mother. They are beautifully cut. Wide leg jeans are very universally flattering. Mother jeans are one of my top favorite denim brands of all time. They're super comfortable. I always feel like you've been wearing them for years and nothing will happen to them. This dark denim wash is also iconic. So it gets kind of like there's no contest, you know? This one is not ever gonna be that flattering or age that well into the future. This one is a pair that you'll have forever. Next, we have Coats. The one that you should run from like fast as you can is this totally polyester one from BCBG. Again, polyester has its time and place. Sometimes in other natural fibers can really kind of help hold its shape and not have it be so high maintenance. Both the faux fur and the body of the coat are total polyester. Doesn't matter what you do with it, how you steam it, how you take care of it. It's just not gonna look expensive or even age well. Now, some of the coats that are more of a blend that I love and can speak to because I've had them for years is this one by Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren actually has a handful of coats that are these wool blends and they age really well. It helps keep the price down. Also helps the maintenance and a lot of those things. If you're looking for 100% wool, I have a couple of recs for you. One is by Lamarque. It's a wool scarf jacket. It's beautiful. They have 3 different colors and it's actually a really great deal. It's $665 and right now it's $445, 100% wool. The other coat is of course the classic Max Mara one. It's on sale right now, this double-faced belted wool coat. $1,300 down from about $1,900. So it's not part of the anniversary sale, so you can actually go ahead and grab it right now. It is just on sale. They only have a couple of sizes though. That's the only caveat. Speaking of more luxurious coats, one that I don't think is worth your money is another one by L'Agence. And again, I like the brand. It's a peplum biker jacket that's leather. It's around $2,000 regularly priced, and right now it's on sale for $1,300. It's so striking and beautiful. Somebody who loves a fashion moment, especially if I'm going to New York City for Fashion Week or just really want to make a statement, I can see how this jacket would be really fun. However, is it going to be worth your money? Are you going to keep reaching for it? I don't think so. And number one, it's not very warm, right? Like it's not really going to provide a lot of warmth. The peplum kind of also feels stamped in time. And right now, hey, we love it, but it's one of those fickle silhouettes that in next year, we're probably not gonna love it because we've loved it so hard this year. So it's a risk that you're taking. It's also a cherry color, which unless you're thrive on color and combining different things, it's gonna be hard for you to style it. Instead, we have this floret, Loro Piana cashmere and wool lapel coat. Wow, this screams elegance, quiet luxury, that old money aesthetic. Loro Piana is a brand that really bubbled up to the surface after all of these old money years that we've had, and their cashmere is world renowned. So if you were looking to spend that kind of money on something real and timeless and outerwear that's gonna really serve you, you're way better off going with something like that than the peplum cherry red biker jacket. $1,500, so it's like about a $500 price difference, which is a great deal for this type of luxury. Speaking of luxury, we gotta talk about St. John's. We're part of a handful of brands that are very luxurious that are part of it. If you love the tweed lady jackets, you're gonna be really happy because they have several of them. One that I think you should stay away from is for a tweed jacket that looks kind of like an Easter basket, which I'm here for. Like, I love a good old-fashioned Easter outfit. However, does it kind of also look a little bit dated and like it's gonna age you 10, 15, 20 years? I would say yes. I would say that this jacket, the cut, the colorings, the way that the length, like where it hits you on right under your hip bones, it's just a little dated. Instead, it How about this cotton wool sweater jacket? The tailoring is beautiful. They have it in 2 colors and it's a great deal. It's usually $1,600 and for the sale, it's $1,068. This looks elegant. That heritage dressing that we know and love. If you have seen some of my English countryside aesthetic for fall or my Ralph Lauren videos, then this is like very much in line with that beautiful dressing that looks really elegant, that also heads over into function so that you can wear it more often. Now, if you want to go crazy and really throw people off, then you can also do this leopard print jacket by St. John. That is definitely not for everybody, okay? But if you went back and you looked through the Carolyn Bessette Kennedy files and you're like, gosh, the way she wore leopard print like is very inspiring. I wish I had this timeless piece that I'll have forever. It's a statement piece that you're gonna pass on to future generations and it's gonna be like object art. Let's talk some handbags because there's some big time offenders. I've seen a lot of JW Pay. I'm a JW Pay girly. I have a couple of them. I really like them. Do I think that you should stress out about getting JW Pay bags right now? No, I don't. Just like I don't think that you should get this crock embossed Veronica Beard one. Why? Because it's really expensive for what it is. Crock embossed surfaces tend to peel and not age well over time. I know it. I've seen it. I have it. Instead, the Veronica Beard suede tote that has the kind of the brass rings around it, super chic. This is timeless luxury. This is wannabe high quality leather that's really shiny and plasticky, that's not gonna age well. Is there anything wrong with it? I like this bag actually. I like the way it looks. I think it looks very ladylike, but in a couple of years, it's not gonna be worth the money that you spent even as part of the sale. And I'm a Veronica Beard lover, so it doesn't have anything to do with the brands that I like. It's just kind of culling through like what we're being served right now. This next item, I'm featuring 2 really inexpensive, kind of like low-brow fabrics, but they're going to age differently. The first one is this faux leather dress by Steve Madden that is kind of what Catwoman would wear on a nice date night out. It's not gonna age well. I can almost smell it. It's gonna look really shiny. It's gonna start to again peel. Not gonna give you that elegant, effortless look that we are usually seeking in this community. On the other hand, if you don't wanna spend a lot of money, this other one by Steve Madden is a polyester leopard print dress. And there's a couple of things that I love about it. I can tell that nothing is gonna happen to this fabric in the future. The thing that put me over the edge to treasure the leopard print is a beautiful palette. It's more expensive looking. It's not loud or cheap looking. The draping around the neck and the halter is going to be very flattering. It's cut really well. And even in the video that they show on their website, I love the way it kind of flowed into the stylist's hands. I feel like it does have a place in your closet. Again, if you're looking for a more inexpensive dress that's just kind of for fun, because they're both fun, fast fashion dresses, but if you're gonna pick one over the other, I would definitely go for the leopard print one. Moving on to fun pants. Spanx has their Ponte Flare pants on sale. I have them, I love them. I never feel more elongated and chic than when I'm wearing them. These are fantastic. I'm really excited to see them on sale because I feel like Spanx doesn't really do a lot of sales. I have a discount code for them, but it is limited, it's 15%. They don't do a ton, so when they do, this is exciting. On the other hand, there's a faux leather pants item by Open Edit that again looks like it's going to fall apart. Like you're gonna just be a little bit sweaty in it. It's not gonna age well. It's not gonna make you look expensive or flattering. Skip it all together. Go for something that's gonna flatter always. Like ask yourself, is it gonna flatter me? Yes or no? That's like the first filter, right? This next one pains me because I love Avec Les Filles, but something to trash is this cropped faux leather jacket that I can already see 2 years into the future and see kind of like how pillsy it's gonna get. I also don't like those big like drawstrings in the front. I feel like they always are very distracting to the outfit. And when I wear something like that, I'm always wondering, where do I put them? You know, it's just weird. Instead, the Save the Duck puffer. If you are not familiar with Save the Duck, these are amazing. My whole family wears them. Once they don't fit my kids and then I give them to my nieces and nephews, they just keep going and going. They're very chic, they're glossy, they're super warm. I live in upstate New York, and so if anybody knows, it's me. These are incredible. Even if you can ski in them, you can just like do errands, like they're so good, and they look really chic and fashion forward. Like every time that I wear this particular cropped puff jacket, I feel very like LA girl, and I'm not. The opposite of a cool LA girl. And speaking of luxury, there's a brand, Bonnie Levy, that has beautiful jewelry. Now, this isn't trash, right? But if, let's say we have like, I don't know, $50,000 budget to spend on this sale for funsies, and we're like, oh, let's add some diamonds to our cart. Then this, and they have a couple of bracelets actually that they've featured that are like that. They have these tennis bracelets that are jagged, and like all that's gonna do is ruin your knits and your sweaters, and anything you can snag, you're gonna snag it. Don't get something that's gonna ruin your clothes. Instead, I would get something like their diamond stretch bracelet that is 18 karat gold. It's adjustable apparently. You can just like stretch it out. It acts like a bangle. You can stack it. This is a type of piece that's really comfortable to wear, because whenever I've had stretch jewelry like this, it just kind of like melts into your body. You don't realize you're wearing it. So it's way more worth your money and not going to damage the clothes that you're wearing. So it runs about $18,000, and right now they're about $12,000. Next we have sunglasses. And let me just tell you this, okay? I don't have like a specific thing to show you, although I will say that last year, when I went into the store and I tried on most of the Miu Miu sunglasses, I was so underwhelmed. I don't know if we got like Temu Miu Miu at the sale last year for Nordstrom, but they were all so plasticky and cheap. And I thought, how is this like, really? I was very disappointed. My big point here though is, if it's a very trending, like those like wraparounds or something that doesn't flatter your face shape, don't get it. Go for something that flatters you. It's a great time to invest in something that you've been eyeing. You know what I've been eyeing? The Celine ones. I know it's so basic, but they're ovals. I'm just like obsessed with any oval sunglasses. Very timeless. They flatter a lot of different faces too. And Celine is Celine. As for the shoes, I don't know that I would really worry about getting like the Steve Madden, I'm looking at them right now, perforated Mary Jane flat. Like anything that's Open Edit, Steve Madden, Sam Edelman. These shoes that tend to be a little bit cheaper, and now they're just like $20 cheaper, and you're just like wasting headspace like trying to put them in your cart. I would think of the long game here in terms of shoes and boots. What shoe did you want last fall, winter that you didn't quite get to? Was it that suede boot, this one by Suede? This is the pick. Or do you not have a very polished ankle bootie that you can wear underneath jeans and trousers? What do you have that's a brand that you normally don't buy for yourself because it's too expensive? This is truly the time to get it before it sells out in your size, in case you truly do have that gap in your wardrobe. That is the key here. Now, in terms of beauty finds, beauty is so personal. We all have such different skin types, issues, palettes and colors that we like. For example, I saw the Moroccan oil shampoo on there, and I'm like, gosh, I hate Moroccan oil. I don't know what it is, but it just makes my hair really weighed down. It doesn't feel that clean or that voluminous. I don't like it whatsoever. Some people swear by it. It has a cult following. For whatever reason, it doesn't work for me. So this is a great time to stock up on those things that you're like, gosh, I use this constantly. I did want to mention though, some of my personal favorites really quickly. First is the T3 wide barrel curling iron. When I don't get around to Dysoning my hair, that's like a verb now. Don't get to air wrapping my hair. And by the way, the air wrap is also part of the sale. But when my hair dries and all I need is just like a soft wave, because I don't want to leave it like wavy messy, the T3 is a great tool. It heats up really quickly. It's super professional. It doesn't damage your hair. I love it for that. I also think that if you have been struggling with hair loss, I have a couple of friends that have had such great results with the higher dose hat, the LED hat, the red light. I think that is worth a shot. I know that hair loss can be so frustrating and emotional. It's one of those things that I would definitely try. I also love Dr. Diamond products, and they never go on sale. They're crazy expensive. The skincare is phenomenal. If you want to really upgrade your skincare game, they have one of their infusions as part of the sale. If you have some of these trash items in your cart, then that is okay. Sometimes when people comment online, they're like, this is like so cheaply made or whatever. And it's like, I like it. I want to wear it. That's the beauty about personal style and taste, is that it really is up to you. And more important than that, you have the right to change your mind, you know? Never feel like you're in a pigeonhole with your style. Like, oh, I'm this way and therefore like I can't like step out of my lane. No, you can change your mind anytime. That's part of the beauty of being human, is like you can be like, I was wrong. That's actually not for me. You know, that doesn't work. So one of the brands that I love, in case you can't tell, is Ralph Lauren. I just did a video on the 20 pieces that make summer style iconic and easy that you'll wear forever. I'll see you there. And if you learned something today, make sure to hit the subscribe button.